Everyone, today I'll be unboxing my brand new Huntsman V2 analog gaming keyboard. It's a full-fledged keyboard. Let's get first to tearing up the white packing to see the box inside. Okay, here is the box. It has analog switches. They are brand new from Razer. Brand newer ones are optical switches with double shot PBT keycaps and have an leather wrist rest. Okay, it has full RGB, full rollover keys, and as you can see, you have variable actuation points, and you can set whichever point to be a different command. Okay, as a notable mention, you have multimedia keys. You have 4, and then roll, full chroma compatibility, and magnetic wrist rest with lightning on the edges. Okay, as I mentioned, the price in my country was 130 euros, so that's why I upgraded. Let's peel off the stickers. First one peeled very nicely, and second one. Okay. First, when you open the box, here on top you have some paperwork. So this is basically a 2050 euros keyboard, and that's what you find in your box. Okay. Oops, some stickers. Next, the keyboard itself. As you can see, here on top you can remove and uncover the cable. Nice. And you can remove it all together. The first part, the keyboard, and the wrist rest is down in the box. I will get to the wrist rest in a minute. So you remove the lateral padding. Okay. And this is the keyboard. When you remove the top, here you have attached the Razer USB Type-C to USB 3.0. It's an adapter dongle with a nice logo, green USB. Okay. You have a USB pass-through. So this is the keyboard's USB Type-C, and this is the pass-through USB. Let's put them back for a minute. They both have a Razer logo. Here is the cable entering on the left side of the keyboard, the USB pass-through on the bottom. As you can see, it's a full keyboard. This is the scroll wheel, the media buttons, as you can see, this is a pretty tall keyboard. Here is the LED strip on the side. Okay. In the front you can also have it. Here is the connector for the wrist rest with LED power. And here is on the left side. On the back, my other Razer keyboards are saying there is a logo by gamers for gamers. As you can see, this is a plain one. So you need 5 volts, 1000 milliamps. So if you're connecting this keyboard to a USB 2.0, you are getting only 500 milliamps at 5 volts. Okay. And here are some buttons, some LEDs for different functions. I see here the gaming, the macro. Nice. Okay. Let's see some sound tests. This keyboard sounds to me like my tournament edition. Next I'll be comparing a little bit the size and noise with my tournament edition and my Huntsman Mini. Here is my tournament edition and my Huntsman Mini. So I basically own all the stack. Let's see the before everything else. I wanna see what kind of keys are inside and which color. This keycap is a little bit hard to push up. So it's a black looking one with a nice Razer logo. And here on top is the LED. As you can see, there is no stabilizers like on Huntsman Mini. Let's do a side. So a little bit of noise. My Huntsman Tournament Edition. It has a little of wobble. And my Huntsman Mini. It's basically like a Huntsman Mini from this point of view. Okay, let's get a hard surface and test the sound which each of the keyboards make. Okay, so all the keyboards are set. First I'll be starting with my Huntsman Tournament Elite, which is on top. Next I'll be using my Huntsman Analog V2 and the last Huntsman Mini. So So this is the space bar. As you can see, the Tournament Elite is the loudest. Next is the V2 analog, and the quietest is the Huntsman Mini. Next is the Escape. The Escape button is louder on V2 analog, if I'm not mistaken. Next is the Shift. This is not a fair comparison because the shift on my Tournament Elite is a small one, and on the rest is international US. Okay, enter. Okay, the W key. The Y. Backspace. Okay. The arrow keys you have only on Tournament Elite and on V2. The delete key. Okay, so this was my sound test of all three keyboards. I'll be putting a little bit aside my Mini and Tournament Elite, and let's unbox the wrist rest. A nice black plastic bag. So the wrist rest has 4 extra rubbery feet, 6 extra rubbery feet. As you can see, the LED strip goes all around. So the magnets are not very powerful, but the wrist rest is okay, it's long enough. Okie dokie. Here is the Huntsman V2 analog. I'll be showing you the heights. I need to focus a little bit. As you can see, the Tournament Elite. Here is the escape button, and escape button of the Mini. As you can see, the Tournament Elite, the toppest part is the same as the beginning part of the Huntsman V2 analog. So if you're not using the wrist rest, it might be a really awkward position because it's really tall. Okay, and the Huntsman Mini, I'll be switching the positions. So the Huntsman Mini is here. And as you can see, it's also a little bit taller, even a little bit more taller than it. So you will need to use the wrist rest, otherwise I think you will have a little bit of headache if you're not using it. So more details between these three keyboards. The Huntsman V2 analog has an actuation point of 1.5 and bottoms up 1.5 millimeters and bottoms up on 3.5. The Tournament Elite has 1 millimeter actuation point, and the Huntsman Mini has 1.2. This one has 45 grams, 40 grams and 45 grams, and when you button up it's actually a little bit harder. Let's connect the keyboard and see how it performs. So I have connected the keyboard. Let's turn down the ISO. At first it is connected and is having the color cycle. Nothing interesting here. Let's open the Razer Synapse and see what we can do within it. So I have connected the keyboard and it's asked me to update the Razer Synapse to be recognized. After the update, my keyboard is recognized. It says you need to but it's plugged into an USB 3.0. Both cables. I don't know why it's not recognized. Skipping this. And profiles. Okay. Let's get to the lightning. You here have the quick effects. I usually like let's see, Starlight. No. Wave. This is my favorite usually on every keyboard. Let's increase ISO a little bit. This is the rainbow effect. Good. Next you can customize the keys. As you can see, this is the green bar, and when I'm pushing the backspace it fills up. You can customize the release, so you set on 3 millimeters, you bottom up, and you can set the release on 2.1. So basically when you are pushing only back this and don't button up, and you can release it not fully releasing the key. You can synchronize all the keys, or you can give some other functions to the same key, as well the actuation to set to other buttons. And you can customize as a joystick or a controller. And on controller, here you have all the Xbox buttons, so you can basically make your keyboard into an Xbox controller. That's really nice. Everything you store, you have 4 profiles, so you just drag it on which profile on board you want to store, and you also have macros stored. Okay. After I switch the profile, as you can see, it's way nicer, the bottom part of the keyboard. And let's attach the palm rest, and it actually lit up. As you can see, it travels on the side and up the keyboard. But the lighting here is pretty well compared to the lighting on the keycaps. And as you can see, the Windows key is actually having a little bit lightning on it, a better lightning because of PBT keycaps. All my Razer keyboards have this lightning, and the print screen, as you can see, it's not so well lit up. So this currently is set to the volume up and down. And mute, play, pause, and other key functions. So this is my unboxing and review of this keyboard. I'll be using it for about a week and come with my verdict on it. From what I tested on my Tournament Elite and Huntsman Mini, I like these keyboards very much. The new buttons, the new mechanical switches feel very nice. No hiccups there. These are my first Razer products that I really enjoy. One disadvantage which I can find, this is my detachable cables from my other two keyboards, which I switch on the fly with my two PCs right now, and that's what I would not be able to do with my current keyboard, because it is built in. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, you can click the like button. If you disliked it, you can dislike this button. If you have any questions, you can ask me and I will answer it as soon as I can see them. And once again, thank you for watching.